Hello there ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. My name is Wrecked Food Farmer and today I'm showing you different places where you can farm with stablecoins. So this is what I have done, right? And then I'm going to show you alternatives using similar farms. Okay, so what I have done is what I did in a video the other day where I put 100,000 in. I've now gone and topped it up to $250,000 in here, which should be earning me 65% per year, which is a very nice return on my stables. I got the IBGBP, came and deposited into Curve, and then I deposited the LP tokens into Convex. If you've not seen that video, go and watch it. It is a good video. So we're going to look at a few things. We're going to look at yield maximizers, which pretty much is what Convex is. You know, Convex is about boosted curve staking, and that's what benefits me here. And Pickle also does the same. Now, Pickle works on Ethereum, but also on Arbitrum. So you can see I bought some Pickle today. And you know what, just for the sake of this video, I'm going to go and stake it. Stake your pickles to receive a portion from the pickle jars. So this is also on Ethereum, bear in mind. So it's not like it's going to be very cheap for a lot of you guys. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to stake my pickle for, let's say, 1 year. Okay, and for that I will receive 214 DIL. The APY is 49%. So if I stick it for more, does it? No, it doesn't go. So that will be locking. Should I do 2 years? I'm thinking. Go on, I'll just do 4 years. All right, I'll stick my pickle in there for 4 years. It is what it is, right? It's locked, and you can't get it out. So I'm going to stick it in there, and that'll just be an extra source of passive income, another $5,000 a year coming in. I don't need that $10,000. It's not like I'm shooting for a 10x in a short space of time on Pickle. I think that it is quite a nice yield optimizer, so I'm going to stick some in there to earn that revenue. But anyway, this video is not entirely about Pickle. I just thought I would do that right now because I just remembered to do it pretty much. But the idea of a yield optimizer is it auto compounds your rewards. So if you go to Curve and you go to the IBGBP pool where I'm at, you will see that there is, am I even on the right chain to be doing that? Yeah, I am. If you go to IBGBP, you will see that there is multiple different rewards which I'm earning. I'm earning Keeper, well, I'm earning R Keeper, and I'm earning Curve. Now you come onto Convex, and it's a little different than Pickle because you will see what I'm earning. I'm earning Curve, I'm earning Convex, and I'm earning R Keeper. Okay, so I'm earning 3 different things there. Whereas on Pickle, because it is a auto compounder, if you come over to the jars section, when you deposit your tokens in here, so let's say I was farming, I'm trying to find a stable compound. Let's say I was farming Abracadabra MIM 3. Okay, if I was doing that on Curve just normally, the MIM 3 pool, I would be earning, come on, tickety-tock, tick-tock. Let's say 16%, okay, 17% I would be earning. But if I was to deposit them LP tokens into here on Abracadabra, I would be earning between 24% and 28%. Now, that would be in Pickle, the LP, I'd be earning Curve, I'd be earning Convex, I'd be earning Spell, and it would also be compounding. So you're earning all of these things because when you deposit your tokens into here, what do they do with them? They must be depositing them into the Convex pool, and then they're paying you out bonus in Pickle tokens. So it's really quite cool. Actually, because I bought some of this LQTY today, I could deposit it in here and earn 17% on that. Nice. I did not know that they had a jar for that. So there's some quite interesting jars available on here, to be honest. But anyway, let's move on. So this is Pickle. You can do this on Arbitrum. So let's switch over and let me show you that. Oh my gosh, it's so slow today. Why is it so slow? It's killing me. Oh wow, $400 to lock my Pickle. I'm gonna have to reject that for now because that is definitely not worth it. I'm not gonna spend $400 to lock just $10,000 worth of Pickle. I need to buy some more pickles. Let's go on to Arbitrum and let me show you Pickle on Arb. So Arbitrum it has the security of Ethereum, but it doesn't have the gas fees. So again, here you have the MIM2 curve pool where you're earning 37% on stables. So if you have your stable coins on Ethereum, you can bridge them over to Arbitrum, deposit them in this pool. So you can come to arbitrum.curve.fi, you can find the MIM2 curve pool, deposit them in here by clicking up here. You can use any of these three. You just click the maximum amount and it will send it in here, deposit it. It costs you about $10 instead of about $200, which it would on the mainnet. Once you've got that, you find this pool on Arbitrum on Pickle, you deposit them in here, and now you're not just earning the base percentage which you would be, you're earning 21% in Spell, 12.9% in Pickle, and 2.5% compounding. So that's like an Arbitrum farm where you can do it and it will cost you less gas fees. Okay. Now let's get rid of Pickle. Let's get rid of Arbitrum because that is that's what I would do if I had stable coins on Arbitrum which I wanted to farm with. I'd deposit them into Curve and then go from there. Now Phantom, you have a couple of options. Yesterday I showed you the one on Beefy where you're earning, I think it was 40%. So Phantom, there's a few options. When you're depositing into Curve, again, pretty much all stablecoin farming goes through Curve fundamentally. In the background, you'll see this over and over again. So that's why I'm showcasing it to you guys so heavily. Now with Phantom, yep, you can deposit it into there and then bring it over to Beefy. That's an option for you. Let's swap over to Phantom really quick. There we go, we're on. And you'll see, go to the Phantom app. You will see that, yes, I've got a little bit in here actually still from yesterday. I deposited it in, there we go. We threw in that 1.45k, and that is earning yield. You're earning 26% from the vault and 6% from trading. Okay, so there is this option. Now there is also, Beefy is also usable on other places, and if you didn't want to provide liquidity, if you didn't want to take the risk of FUSDT, you can always deposit it into one of these pools, into USDC, or down here in 20% using USDC, but you're taking the risk of Scream. So you've got options. I'm more than happy by taking a 38% yield for holding FUSDT down USDC. I think they're pretty likely to remain on peg, but you might not have the same risk tolerance as me. I can't tell you what's right to do, I can't tell you what's wrong to do, I can only tell you what I'm doing. Okay, so that is Phantom, Beefy. Let's get rid of Phantom because that's what I would do if I was on Phantom. Let's go over to AVAX. So AVAX, I would probably do the same thing. There is a couple of pools available on AVAX on Beefy. They've got actually really good yields. I was super surprised by this before. You can earn 10% on Bitcoin right now on AVAX, or 16% on ETH. But what we're talking about here is stables. So for single-sided staking, such as USDC or USDT, sorry about USDC or USDT, you're earning about 25 to 28%, which is pretty damn good. You know, you're not even getting that if you're providing liquidity, so you're better off probably. Well, you know, you've got two options. You can either provide liquidity for DAI, USDC, and USDT, and that routes through Curve, so that is pretty safe. Or you can just go straight up and get a single-sided staking, and you're doing it through Banker Joe. So you would deposit it onto Trader Joe, and take them LP tokens. Well, no, you would. I don't know. I guess you could take it straight from there actually, which is kind of cool. What other yields do they have? Any other stable yields? Like, yeah, you know, you can get, if you wanted to route it through Aave, the best option would be USDC, where you can take it from Aave and you're getting 20.9%. So that is if you deposit into Aave, you can then withdraw some USDCE and take that out, that yield. You know, so I would say they've got some pretty good yields. Stay away from things like USDT and AVAX, even though it's super high percentage, but you're probably going to get wrecked on impermanent loss, to be honest. You know, unless you're super experienced with DeFi, stick to the single-sided stuff. Stick to the USDC, USDTs. You know, the ones where impermanent loss is not going to kill you, because if one asset goes up 2 times, you have lost around 5% due to impermanent loss. That's typically around the calculation, so that's something to watch out for. You know, like something like Joe and USDT, that's a great percentage. You know, you're only 0.3% per day, but if Joe does 10x from here, you are going to be wrecked. So do your own research on things like that, because it can get pretty bad pretty quickly. You know, I think this is a decent one, but again, you're going through Olive Swap, so I don't know how many of you would want to go through Olive Swap. You know, it depends. Usually the safer ones like Curve will have a slightly lower yield than that. It's up to you. I don't know your risk tolerance, but do your own research. I'm just bringing these options to your attention. So Beefy is similar to Pickle in the sense that it's how do they call it? It's a yield optimizer. So you know, it takes the rewards that you get and it auto compounds them into the vault, so you have more and more of the token. So if I put this, if I decided like, all right, I've got 2 AVAX here, I could put them in every single day. I would have a slight more amount of AVAX. So if I put 1 AVAX in, if I put 1 AVAX in here, after 1 day, I would have 1. After 1 day, I would have 1.05. So yeah, after day 2, I would have 1.105, something like that, right? And it would keep growing, it would keep compounding in there. I definitely screwed up that last one, but you get the point. It would go up 0.05% every day. So this is an auto compounder, a yield optimizer. You should definitely look into them. I'm not saying that the Beefy is the best one. It is the one that I would personally use if I was on multi-chains more, because they've been around quite a while. They started on the Binance Smart Chain, but they've actually branched out to every chain now, which is kind of bullish overall for the project. A lot of the things route through Curve, so you're taking on Curve as a risk as well, and you know how risky, how I am willing to take on that risk from Curve. And if you're on ETH, then Convex is probably one of the better ones for you. I mean, it's not entirely the same, but it is a yield booster. Either that or Pickle. If you're on ETH, I would say Convex or Pickle are probably going to be the ones that you would want to go to. So this came from Berry Big Borpa. He said, what percentage of your fiat stables generally? What percentage of your portfolio is in fiat/stables generally? I like having cash on the side, but usually only do it for a day or two after taking profits before aping something else. Maybe you could make a video on this. So he wanted credit in the intro. I'm giving it him in the outro. So if you're watching this, thank you for the question. My percentage in stables, it was 0. My percentage in stables was a big fat 0. But as of like 2 days ago, I started adding to my fixed forex GBP position. I mean, I'm bullish on Keeper. I'm bullish on the GBP bank partnership that Andre is talking about coming along for the Keeper holders. I'm impressed with fixed forex so far, so I think that this is going to maintain its peg brilliantly. And as long as I can earn 65% a year on some stables, I do not mind having some stables. So I've moved around 10% of my crypto portfolio into stable coins. All in all now, I've got some GBP here. I've got some USDC or something that I threw in an account to earn some yield also on a centralized exchange. I'm just trying to mitigate some risk. If there was to be a downturn, 250,000 earning 65% a year, that's about 150,000 a year that I'll be earning off this alone. Now the yield might drop, but even if it was stayed at 20%, that'll be 50,000 a year, $1,000 a week coming in for me. I can live very comfortably off $1,000 a week. So it's nice to have it there, just in case it rains, pretty much. Anyway, my name is Rex Food Farmer. You should go and follow me on Twitter if you have not already. Go and like, subscribe, comment down below any questions, any future videos you would like me to make, or tweet me, and I will get them made. I'm always up for hearing what you guys want me to do. And last of all, have a great day. Don't get wrecked. Do your own research and ape responsibly. Bye bye, guys.